Imagine facing life's storms with a calm so profound, it seems almost supernatural. This isn't the plot of a forgotten myth or a tale from a distant land. It's the essence of Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy designed for the warriors of the soul navigating the chaos of the modern world. In an age where stress clings to us like a shadow, impacting our health, peace of mind, and our very essence, the Stoic wisdom of controlling what we can and accepting what we cannot seems like a beacon of hope. It's an invitation to step back from the noise and find strength in tranquility. Today, we embark on a journey back in time to bring forward a philosophy that has empowered leaders, thinkers, and seekers of peace through centuries. We will unlock the Stoic secrets to mastering modern stress, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and adversity into lessons of resilience. Why should you stay with us till the end? Because by the time the credits roll, you'll be armed with strategies not just to survive, but to thrive in the face of stress. Strategies that have been tested in the fires of human history and can be applied to your life today. Before we talk about the practical techniques Stoicism offers for managing stress, it's essential to understand the Stoic perspective on stress itself. At the heart of Stoicism lies a powerful yet simple distinction that transforms our relationship with stress, the separation of external events from our control over our reactions. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we do hold the reins over how we respond. This realization is both liberating and foundational for stress management. It brings into focus the concept known as the dichotomy of control, a principle that categorizes all aspects of life into two buckets: things we can control and things we cannot. According to this principle, external events, what happens to us, the actions of others, and the world at large, fall outside our sphere of control. On the other hand, our responses, including our judgments, desires, and reactions, are within our control. The Stoic journey towards managing stress begins with this discernment, encouraging us to invest our energy and focus only on what truly lies within our power to change. By adopting the Stoic lens, we learn to view stress not as a direct result of external events, but as a byproduct of our perceptions and reactions to these events. This shift in perspective is the first step towards mastering stress the Stoic way, setting the stage for a deeper exploration of Stoic practices that can help us cultivate a more resilient and tranquil mind. Technique number 1: understanding what is within our control. Understanding what is within our control is not just a Stoic exercise, but a transformative practice that can significantly reduce our daily anxiety and stress. This realization acts as a filter through which we view the events of our lives, distinguishing between the external, which we cannot influence, and the internal, over which we have complete dominion. When we begin to categorize our experiences based on this dichotomy, a profound shift occurs in how we respond to stressors. By recognizing that certain situations fall outside our sphere of influence, we can redirect our energy from futile worry towards actions and attitudes that are within our control. This not only conserves our mental energy, but also fosters a sense of empowerment and calm. An effective way to cultivate this discernment is through a simple yet insightful exercise. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect and list down the events that caused you stress. Next to each event, mark it as within my control or outside my control. This practice not only enhances self-awareness, but also gradually teaches us to detach from the external chaos and focus on our internal responses. As you engage in this exercise regularly, you'll likely notice a pattern. Much of the stress we experience is tied to our reactions to uncontrollable events. By shifting our focus to what we can control, such as our attitudes, efforts, and responses, we start to experience a decrease in stress and an increase in feelings of competence and serenity. This process, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is a cornerstone in building a life less swayed by the whims of fate and more anchored in the strength of our own reasoned choices. Number 2, negative visualization. Negative visualization, a practice deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy, might initially seem counterintuitive in our pursuit of peace and contentment. Yet, it is one of the most powerful exercises for reducing the fear of adverse events and cultivating a profound appreciation for what we currently have. This technique involves periodically visualizing the worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to prepare ourselves emotionally and appreciate our present circumstances more deeply. By imagining the loss of something we value, whether it be our possessions, our relationships, or even our health, we achieve two crucial outcomes. First, we lessen the fear and anxiety associated with potential loss, as regular exposure to these thoughts in a controlled and mindful way makes the idea less intimidating. Second, this practice dramatically enhances our gratitude for the aspects of our life that we often take for granted. An exercise to integrate negative visualization into your life involves selecting something valuable to you and imagining for a moment that it is no longer part of your life. This could be a loved one, a physical ability, or a material possession. Reflect on how its absence would affect you, how it would feel to live without it, and how it contributes to your life. Afterward, bring your focus back to the present, where that person or thing is still part of your life. The relief and appreciation you feel are at the heart of this practice. This method does more than just reduce fear and anxiety. It shifts our perspective from one of scarcity and loss to one of abundance and gratitude. By periodically engaging in negative visualization, we not only brace ourselves against the impacts of potential adversities, but also deepen our appreciation for the myriad of blessings that adorn our daily lives, a true testament to the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Number 3, objective perception. Objective perception is a cornerstone of Stoic practice, guiding us to view events through a lens of neutrality rather than one clouded by our emotions. This approach encourages us to strip away the layers of personal interpretation and see situations for what they truly are, not what our fears, hopes, or biases might paint them to be. By doing so, we can significantly reduce the emotional charge that often accompanies our experiences, especially those we deem stressful or negative. The practice of objective perception doesn't deny or invalidate our feelings, but rather places them to the side momentarily, allowing us to assess situations with clarity and calmness. This clarity is crucial in our response to stressors, as it helps us to identify actionable steps and solutions without being overwhelmed by our initial emotional reactions. A practical exercise to develop this skill involves a straightforward yet impactful method. Whenever you encounter a stressful situation, take a moment to describe it to yourself using only objective, factual language. For instance, instead of thinking, "My day was ruined because my friend cancelled on me at the last minute," you might rephrase this to, "My friend cancelled our meeting planned for today." This reframing strips the event of its emotional weight and simplifies it to its basic facts, making it easier to respond to without distress. Engaging in this practice regularly trains the mind to default to an objective viewpoint when faced with potential stressors. Over time, this habit not only diminishes our immediate emotional reactions, but also enhances our overall resilience as we become adept at navigating life's ups and downs with a steadier hand and a clearer mind. This Stoic technique of objective perception, therefore, becomes a powerful tool in our arsenal for managing stress, allowing us to confront challenges with grace and poise. Number 4. Premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, is a Stoic practice that involves mentally preparing for potential challenges or bad outcomes before they occur. Far from being a pessimistic exercise, it serves as a mental rehearsal that equips us to handle life's adversities with composure and resilience. By anticipating possible difficulties and visualizing our Stoic response, we can lessen the impact of these events should they come to pass and reduce the anxiety associated with uncertainty. This practice is rooted in the Stoic understanding that life is inherently unpredictable and that suffering often stems from being caught off guard by adversity. By mentally prepping for these challenges, we can diminish their power to disrupt our peace of mind. It's about building a mental fortitude that stands ready and unshaken, regardless of what the day may bring. An example exercise to incorporate premeditatio malorum into your daily routine involves starting each morning with a few minutes of quiet reflection. During this time, consider the potential challenges that the day might hold. These could range from minor inconveniences, like traffic jams or work-related stress, to more significant concerns, such as difficult conversations or the possibility of receiving bad news. As you identify each potential challenge, imagine yourself facing it with calmness and composure, responding in ways that reflect Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. This process of visualizing a Stoic response to adversity not only prepares you mentally for what might come, but also instills a sense of confidence and control. You begin to trust in your ability to navigate challenges without being overwhelmed by them, fostering a resilient mindset that can turn potential stresses into opportunities for growth and learning. Through premeditatio malorum, we embrace the reality of life's ups and downs, armed with the strength and serenity to meet them head-on. Number 5. Voluntary discomfort. Voluntary discomfort, a principle deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy, serves as a profound reminder that our capacity to live a fulfilled life is not tethered to the comforts and conveniences that surround us. By deliberately seeking out situations that are less than comfortable, we do more than just test our limits. We recalibrate our understanding of what it means to live well. This Stoic exercise is not about masochism or denial, but about fostering resilience, diminishing the fear of hardship, and reinforcing the notion that our well-being is rooted in our perceptions and virtues rather than in external circumstances. The practice of voluntary discomfort challenges the modern assumption that comfort equates to happiness. Stoicism posits that true tranquility and contentment come from within, from a steadfast spirit and a mind attuned to the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By occasionally stepping outside our comfort zone on purpose, we train ourselves to face life's inevitable discomforts with equanimity and strength. This intentional embrace of discomfort sharpens our ability to endure life's trials, making us more adaptable and less perturbed by change or hardship. Engaging in voluntary discomfort can be as straightforward as choosing one day a week, where you intentionally incorporate an element of discomfort into your routine, whether it's the brisk shock of a cold shower, the discipline of skipping a meal, or the challenge of disconnecting from the digital world for a day. These acts of self-imposed discomfort serve a dual purpose. They not only bolster our mental and emotional fortitude, but also highlight the often overlooked joy found in simple pleasures and the non-material aspects of life. This practice illuminates the stark difference between unnecessary suffering and meaningful endurance, teaching us that while discomfort is an inevitable part of the human experience, our reactions to it are within our control. Through periodic voluntary discomfort, we discover that our capacity for happiness and peace is not diminished by external hardships, but is instead made more accessible by our ability to remain undisturbed by them. This Stoic lesson in resilience transforms our approach to stress and adversity, paving the way for a life of greater fortitude and inner peace. Number 6. Practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude stands as a fundamental tenet within Stoicism, urging us to shift our gaze from the void of our wants to the fullness of our current possessions and connections. This philosophical stance fosters a transformative journey from a state of longing to one of profound appreciation, making it a potent antidote to the stresses that stem from desires unmet and expectations unfulfilled. By grounding ourselves in the richness of what is already ours, we build a fortress of contentment and resilience that stress struggles to penetrate. The practice of gratitude in Stoicism is not about ignoring life's hardships or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about choosing to highlight the light amidst the darkness, finding solace and strength in the gifts each day brings. This daily act of recognizing and valuing the myriad of blessings that life offers, from the grandiose to the seemingly mundane, not only enriches our perception of our existence, but also fortifies our spirit against the ebb and flow of external conditions. Embarking on this practice can begin with something as simple and profound as a daily gratitude reflection. Allocating a few moments each evening to ponder and jot down 3 aspects of your day for which you are grateful encourages a habit of looking for and acknowledging the good. Whether it's savoring the warmth of a morning beverage, reflecting on an act of kindness, or celebrating a small victory, these moments of gratitude cumulatively weave a tapestry of positive outlook and emotional resilience. By engaging in this exercise, we not only cultivate a habit, but also create a reservoir of positive memories and feelings that serve as a beacon during times of turmoil or stress. This reflective practice does more than just remind us of the good in our lives. It changes the way we interact with the world, making us more receptive to the beauty and generosity around us, thereby deepening our connection to life's rich tapestry with gratitude and grace. As we've journeyed together through these Stoic practices for managing stress, from understanding what is within our control to embracing voluntary discomfort, it's clear that Stoicism offers not just philosophical insights, but practical tools for cultivating resilience, tranquility, and a deeper appreciation for life. Each technique, grounded in centuries-old wisdom, provides a pathway to inner strength and peace in our modern, often turbulent world. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and poise, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and learning. Stoicism teaches us that true contentment and strength arise not from external circumstances, but from the virtues and perspective we cultivate within. If you've found value in exploring these Stoic strategies to manage stress and cultivate a more resilient and joyful life, please take a moment to like this video. Your support encourages us to continue delving into ancient wisdom for modern living, and if you're not already a part of our community, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Here, we embark on a journey of growth, self-discovery, and enlightenment together, drawing on the timeless teachings of Stoicism and beyond. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and let the Stoic winds transform your life.